Good afternoon, everyone. Back again. Today I only play one online game. If you've watched my previous video, I did mention I was playing this morning at my local chess club. There's 18 people on the Thursday morning chess club. I was ranked number 8, and I was playing today against the number 1, the current number 1. I mean, it varies, but he's currently number 1, and he still is. To be honest, I didn't stand a chance. I played him in the official game. I lost and played 2 games afterwards, friendly games, and he just annihilated me. I mean, he was just too much for me at this time, at this moment in time. Anyway, did learn some stuff, the mistakes I made. Um, yeah, so it's a good experience nevertheless. Um, and I did play one game, and even though I scored 85% accuracy, and an estimated ELO or ranking of 1800, which is pretty good. It's very good. I'm really happy with that. I've been playing 70 plus accuracy the last games, win or lose, and plenty of times I get to an estimated rating of 1800, which I'm really excited about. But I did notice that it's hard to concentrate. I did make some mistakes. And my opponent was pressing on, and eventually, as you'll see, he made some blunders. Um, yeah, so he made a blunder. He actually made 2 major blunders within 2 moves. That's what happens to me. He blundered, and then he blundered again. I think he just tilted then, and you're upset, and you want to find some counterplay uh, to save the match, and you're getting sloppy. So here we go. This is the match of today. Playing as whites, bringing out the e4 pawn, the king's pawn. Apparently, he's going for the Sicilian defense, and I'm just developing all my pieces and castling. This is just preventing from the knight coming in here maybe and wanting to get rid of my bishop. And if they start pushing the pawns, I've got an escape square. He's spinning my knight, bringing the bishop out. So if he was to uh, come in and attack my pony once again, I could just chop it off. Um, no idea what this is. Oh yeah, I did consider that he was doing this to push this and keep pushing on or something. And because this obviously doesn't really have too many squares, so I thought like let's bring the bishop back. It's still on the same diagonal, so this felt good for me. He's just pushing some pawns. This is just an extra prevention from the knight coming in. And an extra protection for this pinned knight. And obviously my knight couldn't go anywhere now here with all these pawns. Had nothing to do here. Trying to get rid of the bishop. He didn't want to. I was a bit not so sure what to do. And I didn't want to kick the bishop as Stockfish recommends, because obviously you're weakening your king here. So this is basically two wasted move. Well, a wasted move because I could have just gone. I wanted to get out of the pin, but then I thought like, oh, hang on, he might. There you go. That's why I only played one game because I was getting a bit fatigued because I actually thought he could sack his bishop here, but he couldn't. Now I understand why I did miss that opportunity later. I didn't see it later on in the game, so I thought like, oh, what's changed? Um, but he couldn't have. So it's a good thing I didn't play another game because I was tired. The game this morning did actually yeah, demanded a lot of me. So he's bringing in some more troops, and I was just because I'm defending, thinking, okay, let's chop it off. And no, oh yeah, because he is now attacking this one and this one. He's attacking two of my ponies at the same time. So I thought like if he chops off this, when my there's only one way. I could have actually defended it here, but then he would take it here, and I have had double pawns and an open king. So that's the reason behind this move. And now I felt like I really need to get rid of all of his attacking power. So I traded a lot of stuff, and I wanted to trade the kings as queens as quickly as possible. So I was just trying to find ways to get prevention, no, backup for my queen, and that's what I did. And now he just stepped in here, which is an inaccuracy. It's actually a mistake because he's now going to double up pawns. And I did see there was no way for him to protect this pawn, so I just grabbed that one. He gave me a check, which I could easily step out of. And this is a mistake. Yeah, because I'm weakening this pawn. I think that's what's coming down to eventually, because I did actually get into trouble. As you can see, I'm still here in a winning position, slightly. And now I'm going down a road where I'm losing. And I think it had started it with this pawn. Now he's coming in, defending this pawn. But now I'm more on the defense. And I thought like, okay, well, if I take, he takes, and it's just a mess. It opens up everything. So I thought like, I'll just push. He came in, and I thought like, okay, well, I can chop it off and create a pass. Okay, it's a pass pawn, but um, it's a it's also weak. I thought, but what I did fail to notice that after because I did actually do it, I created some trouble for myself because now this pawn is protected by my rook, but this one is not. And obviously this one is going to push. So I thought like, oh, how can I protect this one without losing protection of this one? And I couldn't. So I decided to, yeah, it's a mistake, but I couldn't, there's no other way to defend both of them. So, and then I thought like, I'll better protect this one. And this is where he blunders. Well, this is not a blunder, but I'm losing in a losing position, but he's about to um, give me back my chances slightly. So I thought like, okay, well, get out of the way because obviously the bishop is attacking me. And now this is an error, and I consider consider this, and I thought then obviously my rooks protect each other, and we'll just get a trade off potentially, and everything is fine. But I didn't do that. I should have done this. Was the best way according to Stockfish, but I um, captured his rook, which he captured, and then I captured. The only difference is now he can grab another pawn. So I should have calculated it a bit more closely because now I'm down a pawn, and otherwise it would have been equal. I was hoping to get another pawn, but obviously he can just defend it. And I was stuck with my knight because I cannot bring it out here because obviously it's protected, and I couldn't go anywhere else. So I was just trying to figure out a way to get my knight back into the game. So I thought like, let's open this up. He wouldn't have it, and I considered obviously that he was going here. But then I would just step out of the way, and he could check me then here, but it's defended. So I thought like, let's grab this pawn, which I did. He recaptures, I knew I was going to step into a pin, so this is an inaccuracy. But I thought like if the rook comes over here, um, uh, I thought if he comes over here, I'll just step out of the way, and then I can grab this pawn. But he defended the pawn first of all, which is also an inaccuracy. I'm not quite sure why. So I thought like, well, let's open up things more. So I'm now in a pin, and I also saw that I was about to lose this pawn. So I thought like, well, rather than losing this pawn straight away, this pin doesn't do anything because I'm protecting it, and it's a light colored bishop, so he couldn't. Well, actually, oh, he couldn't have gone there because that's protected. I'm protecting the square with my rook. So I thought like it was a bit tricky, but I thought like if I bring this up here, maybe he gets it, and then I can do like that you attack two things at the same time. But none of this happens. Well, I did actually bring it out, but he didn't capture it. And he has to think about it. So yeah, I thought like, okay, if I capture this, obviously, this is not defended anymore. So I just brought it back and attacking the rook. So now he has, and I was like, now I was happy because I could see it turning around, and which I think it is about. Where are we now? Where are we? Hang on. Let me see. Where are we? Oh, we are here. Oh no, I'm still going through a little bit of a rough patch. But he had to move his knight, and then he could either chop this one off or chop this one off. So I opted for this one. He took that one, so I obviously couldn't get this one now. And this was a small mistake of mine again, because I thought like I'm going to attack the bishop, but then I'm losing obviously a pawn. So yeah, I'm down here quite, I mean, 3 pawns down. So I wasn't really happy. So I was a bit desperate. So I thought I would give him a check and either go here or here. And I thought like if I go here, he was just going to push and it's protected. And I saw if I'm going here, he cannot protect this one. And then I can grab this one, maybe that one, and let's see what happens. So he stepped out, and this is where he started to blunder. I have no idea why. I mean, I'm like, he's got 5 more minutes, and he just took a pawn, which was protected by the knights, and I think he just tilted then because he thought like, oh well, let's push a pawn, and I obviously did see one, two, or if I could see if I'm not doing anything, he's gonna push one, one. Sorry, if he pushes this here, I can step with my king here and be in time. So, and obviously did see this one hanging. So I thought like, I don't have to worry about this. Grab the bishop, and this was just the end for him. So he started pushing, grabbed another pawn, and things are just falling apart for him. So that's when he resigned. So there you have it. So I 85% accuracy, estimated rating of 1800. Had it was quite rough. That is this part, but I stood my ground, and I think it had to do with me being fatigued in the mind because of the 3 rough games in the morning. So I'm glad I only played once. I'll be back again tomorrow with some more games. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.